batožinu. I know this word. I don't know why I always forget the words. I cannot say them myself, but when I read or listen to them, I actually understand them. Hi all, and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to make an experiment. I thought it would be really funny and interesting to see what happens if I ask ChatGPT to tell me some sentences in English that I will need to say in Slovak, and then I will ask ChatGPT to correct them and also give me a mark from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest score and 10 being the highest. Without further ado, let's get straight into the experiment. I'm really curious to see what will happen, and I really want to see, of course, both if I'm actually able to say sentences and speak in Slovak, but also to see whether ChatGPT makes any mistake. I live in Slovakia and I have been studying Slovak by myself a few years ago, specifically during the COVID lockdown. I'm very shy to speak with people, especially with the people that I know, so if this experiment works out, it could actually be a great way for me to practice Slovak, and it would be also a great way for you to actually use the same technique to practice English or Italian or any other language you want to learn. Now I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to tell me some simple sentences, so let's start from the basics. So the first sentence it gave me is, I wake up early every morning to go for a walk. And then it tells me, translate this, and then I'll check your work. So I wake up early every morning and then I go for a walk, right? I wake up early every morning to go for a walk. So in Slovak it would be zabudním si každé ráno. I'm not sure. A idem na prikázku. Maybe it's not exactly the same. I didn't exactly said to go for a walk, but I said and I go for a walk. So I will now write this sentence in Slovak into the ChatGPT and let's see how it rates me. Okay. Good try. There are just a few small corrections to make. Here is the corrected translation. Zabudim sa každé ráno a idem na prikázku. So I said zobudim si, and it's actually zobudim sa. Then každé ráno, it was correct. I was a bit afraid of making a mistake in každé with the final e at the end. I was not sure whether it was correct, but it is, apparently. A idem na prekacku. What is actually great is that it also gives me an explanation of the sentence. For example, it says I used si. That should be sa in this context, as zobudim sa means I wake up, and I'd give you an 8 out of 10. Thank you, ChatGPT. And it adds just a few small adjustments, but overall it was a good effort. Let me know when you're ready for the next sentence. So the next sentence that our dear ChatGPT gave me is, I make a cup of coffee and I read the news. So I'd say pripravím si šálku kávy a čítam novinky. I'm not sure it's novinky. Let's just write this Slovak sentence into the ChatGPT and let's listen to the evaluation. I now ask ChatGPT to tell me some sentences about Slovakia or Italy, so let's see what it will come up with, and let's see especially if I will be able to translate them into Slovak. Italy is famous for its delicious food and beautiful cities. Taliansko je známe za jeho delicious food, za jeho chutné jedlo, dobré jedlo, and beautiful city. A krásné mesta. So Taliansko je známe za jeho dobré jedlo a krásné mesta. I will now write this again in the ChatGPT app and let's see how I did this time. Good try! Just a couple of small adjustments to make it sound natural. Here's the corrected version. And it told me, Taliansko je známe svojím dobrým jedlom a krásnymi mestami. I knew that sooner or later I would make such mistake with the grammar and with the words ending, and here comes the time. Za jeho, that I said, should be svojim to make it sound natural and possessive in Slovak. Dobre jedlo should be dobrým jedlom a krásne mesta should be krásnymi mestami. And it gave me a 7 out of 10. Not bad for so many mistakes, but I was hoping to do a little bit better. So let's go with the next one. I like this one. It says that Slovakia has beautiful mountains and many historic castles. Slovensko má krásne hory a veľa historických hrady. Bratislavský hrady. Let's try to type it in the app. I'm afraid I made a lot of mistakes here for some reasons, but let's see. Of course, again, same mistake with the ending. It's my main issue, I'd say. So it tells me I should have said Slovensko má krásne hory a veľa historických hradov, while I said historicky and hrady. And it also gave me a 7 out of 10 this time. What grade, by the way, would you give me for this? Let me know in the comments below whether you agree with ChatGPT ratings of my translations or whether you would give a higher or maybe lower score. I asked ChatGPT to tell me something funnier, and here is what it came up with. Many people think that Italians eat pasta every day. Many people think. What do you guys think? Veľa ľudí myslia, že Taliani jedia pastu každý deň. Cestoviny každý deň. You're almost there, it told me. Here's the corrected translation. Veľa ľudí si myslí, že Taliani jedia cestoviny každý deň. So I said myslia, oops, and it should have been si myslí. And it added C before mysli to make the phrase sound more natural in Slovak. And it gave me a 8 out of 10. I really would love to receive a 10 out of 10, at least in one sentence in this game, so I will just continue. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like to this video, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already, and comment below what you think about ChatGPT and any other GenAI app, whether you use them or not, and also what similar games should I play in the next videos. I completely lost track of time because I find this game quite funny and I just want to keep talking. I feel like it's so useful to practice foreign language, really, and I really suggest you to do the same, to try it, at least if you have some issues speaking with other people. So if you're shy and introvert, and also if maybe you don't actually have native speakers of the language you are learning. Some people believe that Slovaks drink a lot of beer. Is that true or is that not true? So the Slovak version of this sentence would be: Veľa ľudí myslia, že Slováci pijú. Hopefully it's not a swear word. Veľa pivo. I'm again very close, but never perfect. Maybe I should just accept this. Veľa ľudí si myslí, že Slováci pijú veľa piva. Here again I made the same mistake as I did before with myslia. That should have been si mysli. But why? It says that should be si mysli to match the plural subject ľudia. Okay, I thought that mysli is third person singular. I don't know if this is an exception maybe for the word ľudia, or maybe I should just revise grammar. And then pivo, that should have been piva, because in this context it should be in the genitive case. So okay, I understand. Instead of pivo, piva. And I got the 8 out of 10. I'm really stuck on this 7-ish, 8-ish mark. Let's see if I can go higher. I tried to bake a cake, but it turned into a pancake instead. So, skúšala som pripraviť tortu, ale skúšala som pripraviť tortu, ale bola z toho palačinku. Bola z toho palačinku. Okay, let me just type it in the tool and see what happens. Skúšala pripraviť tortu, ale bola z toho palačinku. Skúšala som upiecť tortu, ale z toho bola palačinka. So it says that instead of pripravit, I should have used upiecť because you are referring to baking, not preparing. Okay, noted. So upiecť. Bola is correct, but you should say z toho bola to emphasize the transformation of the cake into a palachinka, and palachinku should have been palachinka. So nominative case. And I got a 7. My dog thinks he's a cat and always climbs on the couch. A môj pes si myslí, že on je mačku a vždy climbs. I don't know this word, so I will try to substitute it with something similar, because in the end it's always important to be understood and not to be 100% precise. I know I'm not gonna have a 10 out of 10 already. Whatever. Môj pes si myslí, že on je mačku a vždy je na gauči. Okay, now 8. I think I will just stop it here, really. I'm not gonna have a 10 for this time. I should have asked for more simple questions. Let's do one last sentence before the end of this video, and let's see what I will need to translate this time. Will I get a 10 out of 10? Hopefully. I went to the airport, but I forgot my luggage at home. Išla som do letisku. I think it's do and not na, or maybe not. Okay, it's išla som na letisko, I guess. And but I forgot my luggage at home. Ale zabudla som luggage is, I cannot remember, but I know this word. If I would see it in Slovak, I would recognize it. It's not peňaženka, that is wallet, but is, okay, I cannot check it, so if I cannot come up with it in the next 10 seconds, I will just write peňaženka. So išla som na letisko, ale zabudla som I will say peňaženka, moju peňaženku doma. Okay, I'm happy I got na letisko instead of do letisku. So išla som na letisku, ale zabudla som. What did I write? I wrote it with O. Zabudla som. It should have been zabudla som moju batožinu. I know this word. I don't know why I always forget the words. I cannot say them myself, but when I read or listen to them, I actually understand them. The full sentence would have been Išla som na letisko, ale zabudla som moju batožinu doma. And I got again a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, that was an incredibly funny video to make. I really hope you liked it. Again, remember to leave a like to this video and subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you wanna see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and see you in my next video. Bye!